Those born on May 10th can be highly effective in their sphere but generally function as solo, rather than team players. If they are teachers in the widest sense of the word, they teach by example, though their dynamic example may in fact be a hard act to follow. It is not only their unusual thoughts that mark their originality but how they impress these thoughts on the world. May 10th people frequently attract antagonism, and while developing a following or succeeding in a career may at the same time be making enemies of very powerful people. Later in life these influences can surface and begin to openly work against them. Those born on this day are usually dauntless, however, in pursuing the truth as they see it, and operating as they please. Often possessed of great physical grace and or charm, they are highly persuasive, even seductive. Gifted individuals, May 10th people are particularly receptive to the guidance of fate. They are able to glide on selective streams and currents in society, rather than engaging in uphill battles against the forces of their times. Those born on this day seem to know instinctively when to go forward and when to retreat, when to hammer against an obstacle and when to sidestep it, when to force and when to coax. Because of their powerful intuition, which more than feeling or thinking is dominant in apprehending the world, they follow their hunches and are most often right. May 10th people must try harder to weigh the consequences of their actions. Too often they get so involved in what they are doing that they lose sight of a larger purpose. Also, their highly impulsive nature is often likely to land them in hot water. In both family and social circles, as well as at work, they must take greater responsibility for what they do and say. Those born on this day must sometimes remind themselves to act for the good of the group. It must be noted that May 10th people are not really selfish, just highly self-absorbed. Activity which serves to lessen this self-involvement may be crucial for their spiritual development, whether it be found in social outings, mundane responsibilities or work with the less fortunate. It is important to remember that May 10th people are highly gifted, but need at times to be pointed in the right direction or turned away from questionable activities. Because they tend to focus intently on matters at hand, they may at times miss the larger picture. Thus it is fortunate if they have friends or family whose opinion they can trust, and whose criticism they can respect and sometimes accept. The best guidance is essentially love and appreciation, to the extent that those born on this day feel less lonely and inwardly misunderstood, they will enjoy the comforts of society. Although they may not appear to need it, emotional support is essential to their sense of worth and purpose. Those born on May 10th